Hello, 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 and good evening, and happy Tuesday. Welcome to my live. And if you no longer see the little red button right up there, then you are watching in replay. Um, Go on and tell me when you hop in and tell me where you're watching from. My name is Robin, and I am the maker behind Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. Chalk Couture specializes in reusable silkscreen transfers. These are a sticky back reusable transfer, and if you clean them according to their instructions, then you can get about 8 to 12 uses out of them. And they are, if you've ever worked with Cricut or Cameo vinyl decals or heat transfer, you know you have to do a lot of weeding, and you always lose these little negative pieces like inside the L or inside the O or the dots to your eyes. Well, with this silkscreen transfer, everywhere you see that is white, that is where the silkscreen is, and it keeps all of those negative pieces together and intact. So we're going to be using this Life is a Bowl of Cherries, Make It Sweet transfer this evening. And it is a Club Couture transfer. And what that Club Couture is a monthly subscription kit that is mailed directly to you. You get an exclusive B-size transfer and 3 chalk paste singles. This month, again, it's the Life is a Bowl of Cherries, Make It Sweet. And the 3 paste packets are Cadet, Candy Apple, and Ocean Mist. Once you do sign up as a Club Couture member, it is a 3-month minimum commitment, but you are welcome to cancel at any time after that. It is $14.99 US and $19.99 Canada. You also get access to a how-to video and PDF instructions for each monthly transfer. You also, as a club member, get $4.95 flat rate shipping on any purchase you make, in addition to your Club Couture transfer. And then there are monthly special offers and deals that are only available for Club Couture members. And if you're available on that, just type club in the comments, and after the video is over, I can send you a link to that subscription service so that you can sign up, or you can read the FAQ for more information. So we're going to use this transfer, and I'm going to use it on this little dollar store plaque that I repainted. And actually, it looked like this sign before I just took off this glitter paper. So you can kind of peel it off or sand it off. And then I just sanded off the white area. And then I just repainted it using some white chalk paste. And then I taped off my areas where I wanted the stripes. And then I used probably an apple barrel acrylic paint. So because it is a painted surface, I am going to wax it ahead of time, because I don't want my sticky back transfer to peel off any of the paint or the wood fibers from the sign. So I'm just using the Chalk Couture surface wax, and it just kind of keeps a layer of protection between the wood surface and the back of my transfer. So I just use an old t-shirt. Once we get t-shirts with holes in them, I just cut them up and I put them in my rag bin, and then that's what I use. So I'm just going to put a little bit of wax over the board, again, just for a protective surface and a protective barrier. And once you're hopping on, let me know that you're here by telling me hi. I use an online platform called StreamYard, and it doesn't tell me who's on, but if you do comment, hey, then I'll know that you're on. And if you're watching from my Facebook group, the Crafty Collab, make sure that you give StreamYard permission to access your profile pic and your name. Otherwise, you just come up as Facebook user, and I don't know who you are. So I'm just going to continue buffing out this wax. Did everyone have a great 4th of July? Did you shoot off fireworks? Did you go to your city's fireworks show? Did you go to the lake? Tell me what you did. Okay, so I'm just going to keep buffing this out. And if you watched my live last week, we just used Life as a Bowl of Cherries on a glass block. And this evening, I'm just going to use Life is Sweet. And then I'm going to put a couple of the cherries on a tag and attach it. So because I've already used this transfer, I'm probably not going to fuzz. We'll see what happens. And by fuzzing, I mean, since these are sticky back, the first couple of times that you use them, you do want to fuzz. And you can just grab a towel and stick your transfer down and just pick up some of that lint so that it's less sticky. You could put it on your shirt, anything that will give it a little bit of lint so it's not so sticky. But because I've used it already, I'm not terribly concerned with it sticking. And I'm just trying to figure out, I think I'm just trying to picture it in my head. Life is, so I think I'm going to do sweet first, so that kind of gives me my position. And I'm going to use my painted stripes to kind of help me. And I'm going to off center it a bit because life is to my left. I'm going to put sweet kind of to the right. Hi Sharon, how are you? It's Sharon from Delaware. Thanks for watching this evening. So I'm just going to make sure that sweet is down. There are some little watermarks right here. I'm just going to cover those up because I don't want those on this surface. And I'm a messy painter and will get too busy and forget. I'm also going to cover the it because, again, I'll forget. This kind of a visual reminder not to chalk over there. Okay, so I think for the letters this evening, I'm going to use Shimmer Shadow, which it's our Shimmer Black paste. And all of our paste is chalk based, so it dries hard, but it's water soluble, so it does react with water. Sharon, just feel free to come and go, and by all means, you're welcome to watch the replay. So I'm just going to dip my chalk paste in my squeegee in my chalk paste, and I'm just going to spread it on the word sweet, making sure to cover up all of the silkscreen areas. And then I'm going to even out all of that chalk paste so that I don't have any lines in the design, because those will show when they dry. And then I can take all the excess and put it back in my jar. Hi Thea, how are you? Happy belated birthday. Okay, so I'm just going to peel it up. And I'm just going to place that to the side. So I'm going to dry this. Hey Amanda, how are you? If any of you are all wondering, I have a little friend that's watching, and her mom just said that she's yelling hi and waving at me from the screen. So did you all have a good 4th? And I think that's dry. The shimmer paste usually take a little longer to dry, but that seems pretty dry. I have a few little bleed marks. So I'm just taking this detail tool. It has a sharp point on it. Not sharp, but it has a point so I can scratch at some of those areas where it bled a little bit, and it comes right off. Okay. And the other end of this detail tool is a very fine squeegee, so it works for a lot of those really small areas. Okay, so I'm going to bring my transfer back, and I'm going to place my, well, not yet. I'm going to get this where I want it, and then I'll show you a little trick. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I want it. Okay, I think I want it right there. So we're just I'm gonna rub where the life is, words are, and then I'm gonna take my backer sheet and I'm gonna slip it under just so that the rest of this transfer doesn't stick to the word that I've already chalked. Just kind of a little hack. And again, I'm gonna take my placement tape because I'll inevitably try to chalk that A, and then I'll chalk those, or I'll cover up those marks so I don't chalk those. Again, this is just kind of a visual reminder for me not to chalk those areas. So again, I'm going to take my chalk paste and I'm going to dip my squeegee in my chalk paste. And I'm just going to apply it to my silk screen. Just kind of like I'm buttering bread or frosting a cake. And then I'm going to get all those lines out. I'm going to close up my paste. And then I'm just going to peel it up slowly. And I'm going to dry that. Again, I'm going to take my little detail tool. I have some places where it kind of bled under. I didn't smooth when I was sanding this board, I didn't get it very smooth. So where a lot of that wood grain is, it's seeped under, which is fine. This detail tool takes it right off. Okay, so now I'm going to take this little tag . I think we'll grab my transfer again. I think I'm going to try to put these cherries on here. Just Trying to figure out how I want to. How they'll best fit. I'm going to take that piece of tape off. And again, I'm just rubbing down where those silkscreen areas are. I'm going to grab a multi. I'm back. Technical difficulties. I need to move my mouse. I hit the side of my mouse and I lost my browser. Sorry about that. Okay, so where were we? So I'm going to use my multi-tool. I think that's where we were at. And I'm going to use Candy Apple Red. Are y'all still with me? So I'm just going to use the squeegee end of my multi-tool. And I'm just going to apply it to the cherries as best as I can. That one down there. So then I'm going to get my, last week I used Pesto. So tonight I'm going to use Meadow for the leaves. Oops. That's not what I wanted to use. Get my multi-tool out. Y'all still there? If you're there, let me know and hit the like button, the heart button, or give me an emoji in the comments. Okay. And then I'm going to get my brown, and it's probably going to need a good stir. I added some water to it the other day after we used it, but it's still a little dry. Still a little dry, but I think it'll work. So now I'm going to take my detail tool again, the little the micro squeegee. I'm going to try to get the stems. These are kind of difficult. This one's kind of like using a little pencil. It works to get into those little nooks and crannies. Okay. So now I'm going to peel that up. There we go. Stick that over here to be cleaned later. I'm going to get my hair dryer. Get that dry. Thank you, Sharon. Again, I have a few spots that bled, but not very many. Okay, so I'm going to bring my sign back. Just trying to. Let's just cut that off. Just trying to figure out bow placement and tag placement here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just glue this on. Just a couple of spots here and there. And then I'm going to get out my handy dandy fabric that we used the other day. So I'm going to try to use some of these scraps. So we have the, so we have the cherry fabric, and then we have the black and white polka dot, the red and white polka dot, and then the red bandana. Just go ahead and tie that, and then I'll just start adding some strips. Get my ribbon scissors out. Does anyone else have strictly fabric scissors and junk scissors and paper scissors? So I'm going to just cut this fabric in half. And all these were fat quarters that I got at Walmart. They're like 21 by 18, and I just cut a little snip. I can show you in this one. So I just cut a little snip right here, and then I just tear it, and it's about the easiest way to do it. So I just crisscrossed them like that, and then I'm just going to use the original tie to make kind of just a little messy bow. The tighter you pull it, the more that those little fabric strips fluff up. And then you can just kind of go through and adjust them and separate them. And if some of them look kind of long, you could cut them. Looks a little long. Just keep pulling them apart. See? There's our little sign. Oops. There you go. Life is sweet. Oops. There you go. So that was our quick little project for this evening. Don't be scared to take in just a cheap little Dollar Tree sign and sand it a bit and repaint it, and you can upcycle it with any of the Chalk Couture transfers and chalk paste. If there aren't any other questions, again, I'm going to hop off for the evening, and I just want to thank you for watching the live or the replay. If you ever have any questions, you could message me on any of my business pages. Indeed, sharing life sure is sweet. And if that is all, I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the evening. I do plan to be live again on Friday. And be watching Friday. I'm going to start doing the Happy Mail giveaways on Friday. So be sure to watch those. Try to tune in live if you can, because we'll be doing a giveaway at the end of the live on Friday. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. And again, thanks for watching this evening.